What's up, guys? It's me, Crimson 60620. Just doing a little broadcast here. Let me just make sure everything is working as it should. Yep, looks like everything is streaming fine. Just trying to pull everything up. Let's just go ahead and throw on my signature music. Let's move that here. Put that down. So, it's Saturday evening. I've literally had a week of vacation so far. I go back to work on Monday. And I've actually starting to hear a little bit of feedback. There we go. So, I've had a week of vacation. During that week, I've actually done a lot of creative things. One was actually finishing my set. It hung it up in the background. And basically, I know I didn't broadcast a lot of gaming, a lot of streaming this week. That was effectively on purpose. I wanted to actually remember why I actually started streaming and gaming and things of that nature. Although I do find myself actually, I was finding myself getting burnt out of streaming. And so that's why I actually took a break. Created a number of different videos this week. One of which was I redid not redid, I actually went ahead and did one of my older poems. Just updated some stats with this. Look at some of my accomplishments this week. Just taking a little bit of a list of it. So, I worked on 2 poems, and I actually completed the drawing of my knight. Got my attacker, I got my archer, got my mage, and I got my knight. And this was a crazy week. I spent a couple of hours hanging out with some friends, well, new friends, I should say, getting to know people better, making sure that I reach out as a community. And to be honest with you, I don't see how people can do this every day, where they make YouTube a career. And that's not to down them, but just human interaction, being able to just get out the house, other than just, for errands and shit like that. I enjoy the time I spent out, and basically I enjoy making sure that I can go have fun and shit like that. I did enjoy a lot of YouTube this week. What was actually pretty fun was the fact that I didn't have to get up in the morning and go anywhere. One of the bad things that I did do while I took off was I actually took off going to the gym as much. And I know Thanksgiving weekend, but it's a standard that I try to hold myself to at least 3 to 4 days a week. And weight training is actually fun, and I have some videos down in my playlist where I have me working out. Now, one of the other things that I've wanted to do this week, but I just didn't put any real effort to it, I guess because I was actually working on my art so much, is I want to actually get into reading again. And reading in the sense of it's the Percy Jackson Heroes of Olympus series that I wanted to actually go into reading more of, that I just didn't get a chance to. But hey, we all have to do, it's only so many hours in a day. And it's still Saturday evening, even though I'm live streaming. I'm hoping to still bounce out and enjoy myself a little bit more, reconnect with a couple of people. What I just basically got on to do is, just talk to you guys. I know my last few streams that I've been doing, I've actually...
What we do here is go back.
It's been quiet because I've been really focusing on making sure I don't mess up. And man, this night was, pardon the pun, a nightmare. But without the horse. But one of the great things about having a job that I do, and one of the values of it is being able to take the time off. If I didn't have that, I can get to take time off. I don't know. This is why I respect people that do work for minimum wage with no vacation, because, man, a phrase that I've actually started with telling people is, if you work your employees to death, don't be surprised when they end up dying. And we in the U.S., man, we need to treat our employees a lot better. Oh my God, it's ridiculous how we treat employees, how we treat each other as far as what we work. I work for a call center, and I'm not going to say which one, but people are nasty as hell to you over the phone. And they think because you're just a voice on the phone that dehumanizes you. Damn, dog, we are human. I don't know. I got some more vacation time coming up on the week of Christmas. and I am definitely looking forward to that. Somebody bought me the Atomic Blonde movie. I went to go see it in theaters. It was actually pretty good. It was a movie that critics panned the hell out of, and I wanted to kind of get to a review of it. The way they saturated the color, well, they muted and saturated the color, if that's a way. They saturated the scene with blues, and I don't have a 4K TV, so I would love to see how it looks in 4K, but I have to quote one of the YouTubers I like, the 1080p peasant approved Blu-ray, and it's actually a good movie. There's a lot of twists and turns that I missed when I first watched the movie, which I watched it in theaters. But there's a lot of ones where once you realize what quote unquote the twist is, it kind of makes more sense in the end. Oh well. As far as gaming goes, guys, one of the main reasons why you guys are on this channel, although I think I'm getting more views for my drawing more than I'm getting gaming. Well, for one thing, if it wasn't for gaming, I wouldn't have this channel. Quite literally, I'm using my PlayStation to actually stream this music, or stream my video. I said music because I have the big title background too. And that's another thing that I've actually been doing. I've been editing videos. Of course, I did the poem. I've actually built up more music.
What we do here is go back.
And this is just one of them. I'll click this other one together. Let me bring it up. This is the second one I bring up. And it's actually pretty cool because it works as a screen for me. So anytime I want to actually pause the broadcast without turning anything off, I can actually pop this up. It gives a list, which is the same list in the descriptions of the different websites I work on, the different avenues of not contacting me per se, but different things. So when I do stream, I stream on Twitch. You can follow my gaming Facebook page. You can even support me on the Patreon page. And of course, all artwork that I work on is available at my Lone Sage Art webpage on Etsy. Just pull that back. Oh my God. I got to take a nap in the middle of the day. Usually I'm caffeining it up. And that's another reason my energy is down a little bit, guys, because I didn't take any caffeine today. No, I'm sorry, I drank a cup of tea. A cup of tea, wow. I'm actually waiting for Dragon Ball Super to come on. It's so much shit that I see wrong with the world that I wish I could speak more about, more candidly about. And I don't, because I'm more of a reserved person. I like to speak about things behind facts, but give me just an open space, 5 minutes of your time on a topic, and if I know anything about it, man, we can actually have a real fun discussion. Speaking of fun discussion, let's see if this works. How does this look? And one thing that I really, really don't like, I wish they would actually do more to work on this application. This application and the ShareFrec 3 application. PlayStation actually has some great tools. I just hate that they abandoned so much. Now, granted, they dropped the Vita, which I actually have. I actually have a Vita. And they're seeming not to drop PlayStation VR. But I'm fearful that PlayStation VR may be on the cutting block if it's not as pronounced as they want it to be. One thing that I do want to actually see, I miss Sega Genesis games and almost all of the bullshit that the games that they had. So does Nintendo. Nintendo had some really horrible third-party games, but because they were the only system out there, they were like it was just one of those things where some of the shovelware was actually really, really fun to play. Now, I actually don't have that much of a powerful PC where I can actually go and get on Steam and play some of the better games, or God. I really want to get on God, but I have enough time struggling with my PlayStation games. Now, one of the things that I really want to do is I have a back catalog of games that I just have not gotten to. One, because I'm stuck on playing this goddamn game Smite, and Smite is one of my favorite but hated games because I have a different playstyle. And I haven't been playing in the stream much, but God, if you see me playing what I'm playing, like, I had the best time. I was playing Conquest, and basically, one of my guys, he was a warrior, and he was running away from two mages that were telling him, and he was about to go out, and he saw me on a map. He ran them to me, and I tagged him with my supernova soul, and it got the double kill. But most people don't play like that in Smite, and that's the shit that pisses me off. Now, what's another game that I really want to get into? I really want to do for you guys the Ezio collection, the Assassin's Creed 2, 2.5, and 2.75 Ezio collection. And I know I stole that from freaking Yahtzee Croshaw, who actually came up with it. But that's what those three games were. And I never got to finish Revelations, but I really want to finish Revelations. God, getting a little bit nose is running, getting a little bit clogged up. But what is it? What else? I want to actually start playing Doom live stream for you guys. I don't want to get back to Battleborn. I know Battleborn is a Lazarus game. Basically, it's a Walking Dead game. But hey, and then of course, think I've been so committed to drawing because I have a library show coming up. I have a show coming up in January 2019. Have a little bit under 11 months to prepare for it because I want to have it ready by November. That was why I was so driven to do the Holy Night, and I'm just gonna call it the Holy Night. The Holy Night, the Powerful Mage,
What we do here is go back,
the Blind Ninja, and the Ranger. I'm just getting on, guys. Just burning some time up. One thing that I do want to take time to say is, this is important. So I'm going to sit up and say this. Adjust the mic. One political thing that I really want to focus on is net neutrality. It is very important and vital for us to have net neutrality. It is even beneficial for the companies that want to kill net neutrality to have net neutrality. This pisses me off because I actually worked at Comcast a couple of years ago, and they're concerned about the competition, when in reality, this is only rules made for them to get more money, to get more control out of what you guys, what I do, what you guys watch, what everyone does. Because in the end, they will slow down people who don't pay their wrestling. That's the reason why Comcast has Netflix on their box right now. Netflix paid Comcast a bribe when they thought that Comcast was going to have the Obama administration to get rid of net neutrality. Netflix paid them a bribe. And the shit is just alarming. Because no corporation should have that power. And fuck the people that say, hey, I'm a capitalist and I don't want the government controlling everything. Fuck that. Because in truth and reality, we all want to be socialists. Because there are certain things that the government should do, and there are certain things that should be done for profit. Now, I understand there is a connotation, a very heavy negative connotation with being a socialist. But a socialist means that you are not completely capitalist, and you're not completely communist. And to hell with all the people that claim that they are Christian and want to be capitalists. I understand I'm getting a little bit worked up, but I know how corporations act. They act in the best interest of themselves. They are just, even though they aren't, but they act just as people. What's in it for me? And I'm sorry. With dealing with customer service as I have over the last 10 years or so, we need to come out of the mentality of what's in it for me. Everybody on every end. It is a evolutionary. It is a beneficial, a social construct to say, hey, what helps you can help me. But when you think, screw you, pay me, then we have a problem. We should not be that. Because in the end, when you're after someone else's destruction to benefit yourself, you sow the seeds of your own destruction. And I want to clear up a misconception. Karma isn't some big cosmic boomerang. Karma is the same teaching that you hear in so many other ways. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Not what they deserve, not what you want to do to them, but as you would have them do to you. Everyone should take this lesson. In karma isn't, well, you lied to someone and someone is going to lie to you, or you hurt somebody and someone is going to hurt you. No, karma is whenever you build your house on lies, deceit, pain, anger, then that's where you live. That's the people you attract. That is what karma is. And woe be it unto somebody who thinks when you surround yourself with bad people, bad things won't happen to you. Listen here, guys. I'm actually about to get off. I got a little bit excited there, and it's one of those things where, like I said, give me a few minutes and a topic I can actually go off. But I do want to say this: the FCC should vote to keep net neutrality. What are people scared of? That you get to protect the internet? I'm about to head off, guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. You can actually see me stream live Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. Peace.